Hi, it's Margie again from Marquee Interior Renovations. In this video, we're going to talk tile. We're going to talk tile for the remodeling projects for your walls and your floors, all the different possibilities, all the different sizes, price ranges, and materials that you can use. One way to get started is to start talking about your wall tile, and we'll start with your kitchen backsplash. When it comes time to remodel your kitchen or bath, there's a certain sequence to choose everything that really makes the whole process easier. The first thing you want to do is choose your cabinetry and its finish. The second thing to do is choose your countertop. Once you know those two things, then you can start playing with tile. The last thing to worry about is your floor. There's so many different floor colors and textures and sizes to choose from. You will not have a problem finding a floor tile to match all of the design in your project. Most people use a 4x4, but you don't have to use a 4x4. There's 6x6 tiles, there's subway tiles that are 3x6, there are mosaics that are beautiful, of all different shapes and textures. The two most popular tiles used on a backsplash would be either stone or porcelain. A lot of people love stone, but they're afraid of stone. They think there's more maintenance required with this product. In reality, it's very easy to clean up. And you can see that most of this behind me is stone. It comes in all different colors, shapes, and textures. Some people are afraid of the stone that has holes in it, but those holes get filled with grout and make cleanup just as easy as a porcelain tile. Cost-wise, porcelains and stone can be very similar in price. One wonderful benefit to stone is that it's timeless, it's classic. The look of it just will last forever and you'll love it forever. You may have noticed with the stone that the finish on the stone is matte. There's no polish on it. You can get polish on some of your stones, but that tends to go more formal and tends to lead more towards marbles with a high polish. So if you do like a gloss, there are porcelains that you can use. Porcelains are more traditional, and some people don't want to go with a natural product. They definitely want to go porcelain, and you can find gorgeous, gorgeous porcelains as well in all the same sizes, 4x4s, 6x6s, subways with all the beautiful decoratives as well. They are man-made. Cleanup is simple and easy. You have absolutely no worries with these products. And again, there are many colors and textures to choose from, and you won't have a problem finding a porcelain tile to go with the countertop that you've chosen. Another porcelain is one that looks just like stone. You will find that many porcelain tiles mimic the look of stone, but do not have any of the actual worries that some people think come with stone, as far as aging or changing over the years. So you can see again that it comes in all different sizes. This is man-made. It is not stone, but looks just like stone. One of the last decisions you'll have to make is the tile for your kitchen floor. One of the things you have to think about is the feel you want from this space. Do you want it warm and cozy, or do you want it cleaner, sleeker, with cleaner lines? If you want it warm and cozy, you're going to find a tile that probably looks like stone, does not have a real clean edge, it's tumbled, and you're going to have a little bit of a wider grout line. That gives you that real warm feeling. Again, comes in many different sizes, shapes, and textures. Again, a lot of them look like stone, and if you want a cleaner look, but you still like the look of stone, you can go with a larger tile. That gives you less grout lines. And then tile can be anywhere up to 18x18, 24x24, depending on the size of your kitchen. You can also go with a really clean, crisp look, and then you would choose a tile that has very straight lines, and the grout joint would be very tight, very small amount of grout. Here's an example of a tile if you wanted a more contemporary, cleaner, crisper look to your kitchen floor. I myself would probably choose a grout that was darker, that actually blended with the tile so you don't see grout lines. But this is a great example of the different sizes, 6x6, 12x12, and 18x18, or actually probably 20x20, that you could choose from that'll give you that real clean, contemporary feel with very little texture but beautiful tones and color. Now that we've chosen the field tile for either your floor or your backsplash, the fun starts. A lot of people have seen all the gorgeous, wonderful little elements that can go in a backsplash or a floor to really enhance the beauty of the material. One of the fun things that you can do is choose either glass, metals, stainless steel. There are all kinds of beautiful, wonderful things to choose from. Some people like the idea of using glass on their entire backsplash. You have to be a little careful with that. That goes very contemporary, and in 10 years you still want to like your backsplash. So what I always suggest to people is find that color in your countertop that you want to just bring out and bring it into your backsplash to just enhance the color a little bit more. What you can do is find these beautiful sheets of glass, choose the color that you like, and then you can either use the 1x1 or you can take 4 of them and put a little diamond in, and you can see on this one they've taken just a little deco and they've enhanced the beauty of their backsplash. So you can use glass again, you could use it in a border. This is a combination of glass and stone. So if you chose a stone maybe that had some browns or golds in it, this would be a beautiful border just to go in your backsplash with your field tile that would bring out the gorgeous colors of your countertop. Again, you don't have to use glass. You could just use other pieces of stone. You could use handmade tiles that have little characters on them or animals on them. Again, you have to be careful. You have to think that this is permanent, and in 10 years, 15 years, you don't want to have to rip it down. You want to still love it. So again, there's so much to choose from. So don't panic. You will find something that works beautifully to bring it all together.